admit it. Yo, Percocet, Miley Percocet, Percocet, Miley Percocet.
Possession, Pierce staring down LeBron James, and then rising up against a contest and puts it right down the middle.
Struggling all night long with a shot. One of the underrated clutch players in the NBA.
Kevin Garnett, you know, the owner of the Atlanta Hawks, opening his big fat mouth and insulting Kevin Garnett. He reminded everybody in the world of that last night, talking about when Doris asked him what motivates him. He said, owners. You know, his eyes popped out like owners who don't know what they're talking about.
By the way, he's going to love it that you just called him a kid.
Sure he will.
He's playing like a kid.
He looks like a kid. He looks 36 years young, not 36 years old. He has been completely dominant in this series. He has dominated the Miami Heat. They have no answer for him, at least one they have not used. Paul Pierce, the dagger, the three that he hit in LeBron James' face. It wasn't so much just the shot. It was the way he turned around and ran to the bench. He can't hold me. He can't guard me. He can't do it. He's loving this, loving it, just eating it all up. Ray Allen, I don't care about the fact that he shot 2 of 9 from the field. He hit all 8 of his free throws. The stroke looks back. His legs, the ankle injury, doesn't look nearly as much of an impediment as it looked in the Philadelphia 76ers, against the Philadelphia 76ers. And the reality is, they have heart, they have guts, they have skill, they have basketball IQ, they have exceptional coaching, a leader of men as their head coach, and everything that they've done. They beat the Miami Heat because they're showing the Miami Heat, y'all are stars, y'all are Hollywood, but we're basketball players, and we know how to do this. And not only are they doing it, but they're showing Miami up close and personal how to get it done. It's over. Wow. It's over. I don't believe they will win Game 6, Skip. Even if they win Game 6 and a miracle happen, and I think it's gotten to a point where it'll be a miracle if they win this series, they're certainly not winning an NBA World Championship. Not only is this series over, everything's over for Miami. I think they lose Thursday night in Boston. I think after that, we don't know if Eric Spoelstra will be back. I think after that, we don't know if the big three will be together. And I hope that they live the entire offseason wondering what on earth is going to happen. I hope they are upset. I hope they are uncomfortable. I hope they are stressed. I hope they are embarrassed. I hope everything, because they have flagrantly failed to live up to expectations.
I'm giving the majority of the blame to Dwayne Wade because I'm not going to be a hypocrite about this because I praise him, you say, to excess. Well, I'm going to blame him to excess today because he did it again. He deferred for 3 quarters. He basically said, hey, best buddy LeBron, you do it for 3 quarters because I got the 4th quarter. And you know what? He did have the 4th quarter. He scored 14 in the 4th. He was the best player on the floor in the 4th. Wouldn't we agree with that in the big picture?
Wait, for the Heat, you mean?
You know, I think the best player on the floor for anybody. Wow. He was explosive in the 4th quarter. But guess what? Going 1 against 5, because they were getting contributions from all 5 in the 4th quarter, he couldn't quite pull that off. And yeah, LeBron went from chosen one to frozen one the last 8 minutes of that game. Made 1 shot, which was an uncontested layup near the end. And I'm not going to blame LeBron because that's been the blueprint. Dwayne Wade says, I got this. And he don't got this time. Boston was ready to be beaten in the 1st quarter. Go look back at what happened. They're turning the ball over.
The Heat's only shooting 29% from downtown. James blows past Pearson, throws it down.
Well, good attack in semi-transition, but if you saw Bass there, his responsibility is to cut James off on that penetration.
Paul Pierce all series long, having to guard LeBron James. James with the jump shot is good. James for 3, puts it in.
They had to avoid one-on-one in the post. Good shot fake, takes a little bump from Petrus. Well, just backing Petrus in. Little fade to the jump shot, knocks it in, and then against that zone, switching man-to-man, takes Rondo right into the middle of the floor and shoots up over the top of him.
James again. He right now is at a special zone here in the first half.
To block out, just watching the ball. James takes advantage, gets the running start.
And a 20-second timeout as James just throws it down. Look how high above the rim he is. Falling away, gets that to go off the glass.
This really wasn't a good possession, and they just took a very difficult shot by Pietrus. That is just a big-time shot. Dwayne Wade is loving his partner in crime.